Okay, I'm just checking to see that this is... Okay, we actually are recording. Sorry. Okay, so I'm back from Comic-Con, and I had an absolute can't get the smile off of my face blast. Unfortunately, I did not have access to a microwave up there, so I couldn't do the recipe I had planned, which is kind of good because I tried it and it sucked, so I'm going back to something I've had on the shelf for a while. But when somebody mentioned something they liked, I remembered this, so this is what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to do a red hot apple pie in a mug this week. It's been a while since I've done something fruit related, so it's up this week. Get yourself an apple of whatever kind's your favorite. A lot of people might use like Fuji or something that's better for cooking, but I love Honeycrisp, so that's what I'm going to use this week. And I need to... picked up 2 new mugs today because they were 75% off. Amazing deal. I need to... I don't know that you need an oversized mug this week, but hey, why not? I'll be right back. I want to rinse this out. I think I'd learned to open these up beforehand. I didn't. Just want to run some water through this. Okay. We're back. Okay. Because you don't need a bowl this week, all you need is your mug. So you take your apple, and you're going to cube it or cut it into chunks. Now, it's really handy if you have one of these, because all you have to do is press down, and your apple is cored. And then you can just you can toss the core away, and cut the apple slices into nice little chunks. They don't have to be uniform size, but you know, you want them thin so that they're going to cook right into your mug. Get them all shook down in there. Get the slices apart. Okay, now that you have your apple all in the bowl there, shake the pieces around, make sure the slices are all apart so they cook good and they're all settled in there. And now you're going to get what you're going to need here is 12 to 15 red hot candies, which, oh, be right back, left them in a bag on a bench. It would be helpful if you actually had the candies with you when you started, but I just bought them today and I kind of forgot them. Well, I have cinnamon hearts because that's what the store had. So, red hot candies, cinnamon candies. I've heard of people leaving out the cinnamon and using caramel bits and making a caramel apple pie in a mug, but that is completely up to you. I'm going with the cinnamon. Now, we say 12 to 15, but since these are really tiny, I'm just going to sprinkle a handful on top because I like mine a little bit hotter. Knowing me, that'll probably be too many because goodness knows I overdo it. You're going to put this in a microwave for 2 minutes and you're going to cover it. To cover a large mug, I just recommend a flat little plate. Plop it on top. It's about as good a cover as you're going to get. Now you're going to hit 2 minutes on that, and then you're going to check the apples to see how soft they are. And you're going to stir it, and well, when it's done, you're going to stir it. I would say get a fork, because you'll be able to test the apples to see how soft they are with the fork. And if you need it, you're going to be able to... You can tell I'm tired. I'm completely not caught up on my sleep yet, but you're going to do it another 1 to 2 minutes depending on how soft the apples are and how, well, pretty much the firmness of the apples that you might like. Fork. You can put your candies away, or you can save them for later, or you can just snack on them now. I'll just leave them on the counter. Open my other mug while I'm waiting. Wash it up. Also found myself a Superman mug. But hey, when they're 75% off and you only pay $3 something for one of my favorite things to use, an oversized mug, who could say no to that? Well, while you're waiting on that, you can get yourself about, oh look, 2 graham crackers. 2 sheets of graham crackers, I could say. You can see there's 1, 2 in the pack. Because you're going to be crumbling that up on top of your pie to use as your crust. Now you could use, I suppose you could use chocolate graham crackers if you like, but I'm going to go a little more traditional here and just use regular graham crackers. I was going to say while you're waiting you can work on crumbling those up, but we have to check our apples here. Take the plate off. Get your mug out. Ooh, you can smell the cinnamon. You can definitely tell they're not quite done yet, but they're getting there. Because your fork goes into them a little bit easily, but not completely easily yet. So I'm going to put it in for 2 more minutes. And the candies aren't even completely melted yet, but they're close. The apples will be settling down in. You're getting a good cinnamon smell. Getting some liquid on the bottom, but try to get the candies back off your fork. Recover. 2 more minutes. That's why we try to cut them into small bits so that they cook better. Anyway, back to crumbling your graham crackers. If you don't have 2 left in a bag, just go ahead and put them in a zip in the bag like I did. You go ahead and put them in a Ziploc bag and crush that. Take out some frustration. Once you get them into a nice crumminess, that's going to be your crust. And if you want, you can get, listen to me. Of course you want Cool Whip. Even better if you have some vanilla ice cream. I don't right now, but that would be good. So, we're going to get some Cool Whip. And a little bit of cinnamon to dash on top of the Cool Whip, because that will just add the right little spice. And as usual, we have the crazy chipmunk here. Say hi. He's thrilled. He's fat. He just wants to see what's going on in the microwave. He plays here around my feet hoping I'm going to drop something. 30 more seconds and then we'll check on it. Okay. You can go. He doesn't go, he just sits there. The worst is when he sits right behind you and you don't know it and you step on him and he goes flying and you go flying. He hasn't completely taken me off my feet yet, but he's been very, very close. Okay, a couple more seconds here and then we should be good to go. And in the interest of health, don't eat the whole tub while you're waiting. I've been really, really good at not doing that. Woo! Now, this will probably... Sorry if this happens to you, but it did juice over just a little bit, so careful, because when you take the lid off of that, it's going to be steaming. I'd recommend a towel. Ooh, paper towel would be better. your apples are juicy, and you're going to probably get a cinnamon juice here in your microwave, which will, if you're like me and you're not paying attention, you'll end up cleaning up your microwave. Careful, set that down because it's going to be hot, and if you did what mine did, it's going to be a little sticky. And clean out your microwave. Now, if you're actually paying attention, you see it start to bubble, you can probably take it out because it's probably done. And again, let's pay attention to the cat and not the... Okay, you can stir those around and you can see your apples are completely cooked and nice and steamy. Now if you want, you can let this set about 10 minutes and then put everything on top, but why? Then it's cold. Don't you want warm apple pie? Fly. Dump your graham crackers on top. You can see that's just enough graham crackers if you spread them around to make yourself a nice fine little crust. You can put yourself a nice little dollop on there, or you can really just cover the top. This is when it would be good with vanilla ice cream, where I should have remembered some. A little bit of dash of cinnamon on top. Put that away. Although I might recommend maybe not waiting 10 minutes, but waiting a couple minutes because this is really steaming hot right now. Put your Cool Whip in the fridge. And you have, oh, careful, the mug is hot. I'll show this to you. A completely perfect little red hot apple pie. Or if you chose to use the caramel bits instead of the red hots, a caramel apple pie. You just take a good heaping, yeah, it's really hot, good heaping forkful, get your apples, your crust, and your Cool Whip, and your cinnamon. It's the easiest way to do apple pie in the microwave. Don't do what I'm going to do because I will regret this, but I do it for you guys. Oh, good. That is good. Perfect fall time treat, anytime treat, anything you would want. Very, very good. Now, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode, especially you. You're the one who gave me the idea. You'll know who you are. See you next week. Send me any ideas you might have.